Okay, I'll need you. Alright, so I know. Now, these guys really do not like the light. So if I go here... Maybe that'll be enough of a deterrent. Maybe. We can only test it out. It's those glowy fellas. Hooray, I guess? There we are. Alrighty. So we've dealt with them. Looks like the light really wasn't that much of a deterrent after all. Alright, so we're now in the next part.
There you are. You went quiet for a time. Thought you might have returned to Vegas, its comforts. Maybe you took that machine with you. There's a lesson here, in the divide. Old world history about holding on to something so tightly it breaks or falls apart. May have seen the cracks in Vegas's walls already. If so, they'll grow in time, no matter how much you back house. Your future with House has two roads. The road the tribals in Vegas want, their spirits crushed. Or your face on a robot servant, smiling forever in a dead casino. There's future in neither. Families of Vegas were once tribes. Got drunk on the Vegas lights, the spirit bled out of them. Old world history under a different flag. Whatever traditions or rituals they had, most likely squeezed out of them by now, turned into something else. And if not, then I'm afraid what's going to happen when they come creeping back. Vegas is old world, filled with old world ghosts. And ghosts need the living to do their work. That's why the families are there. Why the bear stumbles there to lose itself. It's a dance. I don't know its purpose. You've seen the wall. It's what's inside that worries me. That's the wrong word. Theater is better. The families, the bear, all on a stage. House, he's the one watching. The why, you'd know better than I would. If you don't, you will. No, only seen his works. Those he's broken with light and gold. His messengers. But everything in Vegas speaks of someone who can't let it go. House sticks a shovel to history's graves, props up the dead, then puts words in their mouths. The tribes don't even know how they were broken. Not a world I want to be a part of, going through motions robot's screen. You've seen the wall. Safe. No. What's inside? That's what worries me. Inside, old world's waking up. No facts or history I've heard tells me that city ever went to sleep. And that makes me think. The blue of the Mojave skies isn't like the rest of the world. Don't hear a Geiger ticking there. More to fear from predators than rats. The city, the whole Mojave, wasn't hit by bombs. Been my call. Vegas would be one of the first pieces of the old world to burn. Someone protected it. Wasn't chance. Wasn't luck. Something larger. Yet they let the rest of the world suffer. And they'll do it again. The high road. Not the divide yet. Many more miles to walk. But you got this far. You and that machine that shadows you. Wasn't sure if both of you'd make it. Above, then below the underpass. Tunnelers. Predators that make their own roads beneath the ground here. Divide broke their sky, showed them the world above, and the scent of new prey. Be a slower death for the Mojave than bombs and fire, but they'll come before its people, from where they least expect, below. Makes sense. Truth favors that. Matches the history of this place. Were signs they were here for a long time. Before marked men. Before what happened to the divide cracked their sky. If so, they were buried deep. Might have been born the day America's embers started to settle. Seen worse things twisted by radiation. Death will come from below. In the divide, need to watch the sky and the ground. Mojave will be easy prey for them. They'll start emerging throughout the Mojave in time. Might be years, probably less. They breed fast, hunt in groups, more than enough to bring down the strongest in the Mojave, once they draw blood. Seen them tear apart Deathclaws. Deathclaw might get some, but the rest will swarm it, tear it apart, like Denver hounds. Mojave and the Divide are the only places I've walked. Walked the east, too, before the bull came. Then, much like the Mojave before the bear, tribes, towns, clutching to life. Bull did a better job. They bear false versions of Legate Lemuse's masks. The one Caesar fashioned for him. Thought it was an insult at first. No better now. It's shaped from divide metal, not with care and strength, but with hate. Keeps them anchored. Crude, effective, like the blades they carry. Distant mirrors of their legate. A symbol they can hold on to, while the divide tears at them. For the two-headed bear, NCR, they don't have symbols in the same way Legion does. They revere their mines and explosives, guns. That is their religion. Death from afar. Take pride in it. Pain makes for strange allies. The hate the bear and bull shared across the battlefield now turned against the divide. Few survived. Intact. Many NCR were already here when the destruction happened, keeping the route east open in fear of Caesar, fear of the Legion. The dam, that old world wall. NCR couldn't be allowed to reach it easily. Long 15, Cayman, both bad enough. Kimball, Kaiser. But once found, it was all Kaiser could see. That, and the flag beyond it, another symbol, big enough to challenge him.
Casual Railer, thank you very much for the follow. My name is Fumblebottle, the Dream Penguin, here to bring you the comfy Z's and all the plushy hugs you could ever need. How are you this cycle? Wherever it is you are in the world.
Starve it. That kind of murder. It's what any of the Legion would have done. Now, the divide belongs to history. The tapes. Didn't think those would be found.
Herbs!
You know the divide better than I thought.
Hello, and how are you?
Had tech from the big empty. Recorder a woman gave me. Didn't survive the road. On its last legs. Cast it and the tapes aside. Weren't worth the words anyway. Not like I'd forget what happened. If you heard them. Nothing but ramblings. Reminders for a man who doesn't need them. Probably more lying from here to the divide. Maybe not. Who's to say? You, perhaps, found them, heard them after I cast them aside. Maybe there was purpose in that. If they matter, if history matters, we'll see at the end of the road. At the end of the high road lies Ashton, its silo. That machine with you, it can open it, wake it up, like it did the one in Hopeville. Many in the Mojave think the divide's nothing but canyon and storm. Wasn't always. There was life, a town farther west. Not talking about an old world town like Hopeville. More recent. Something you saw in your lifetime. It had the name, the divide, too. But rather than cracks in the earth, it was a road from the west into the Mojave, a supply line. Took a courier to make that road. You. Back then, you saw the road with eyes facing east. This time, the divide's in the other direction. And if your eyes try to make sense of it when you reach it, home's not what it was. All roads lead back to one's home. Not your birthplace, maybe, but home. Home isn't where you were born into this world. You taught me that. Part of your message, whether you meant it or not, can be a place of mind. A moment where you know who you are, the history of it. And they can be places you breathe life into. Never would have known the divide had it not been for you. The road you made with your tracks again and again. You were the only one willing to make the journey to and from here. A hard road. Kept the land before the divide alive through seasons, storms. Can't have been just a job. Was something more to you. Don't feel for a place that hard unless it's home.
Hello, Fade, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful cycle wherever it is you are in the world. Hello, and welcome.
It means everything, even if you deny it. Cast it aside. That speaks to what you are. Proves what happened here. It was you walking that road that kept the divide alive.
Oh, sweet. Well, this Dream Penguin wishes you the good seeds when you do go to bed.
Camps filling that old world city. Chance for a new mission. new life into the Mojave, bridging east, west, like Hoover Dam. But not old world. Something you made.
Aw, thank you.
Road was a supply line. Not anymore. If one existed, the two-headed bear would have claimed it. And it tried to. NCR saw the worth in that road you made. Staked a claim, whether it was wanted there or not. True elsewhere in the Mojave. And where the bear tries to cling to life, the Legion comes, bearing messages. Some brought by blade, others by couriers. You knew what was coming, as sure as I know what's coming for you. This time you carry the burden. Walk west into the sun, and keep walking until it dies. There, I'll be waiting.
Just the regular ones, in which case I might be able to take care of them rather easily. Yeah, I'm gonna need some bit more heavier. There we are. Problem solved. Well, at least there's that problem solved. Where is the laser? Laser detonator. Come on. Thank you. Gatling laser. Ow, super stim pack. Alrighty. Got nothing in there that I need. Let us continue. Come on, Eddie. There is something under us.
All due respect, sir, I think you're making a mistake. We're close to a breakthrough with the Duraframe iBots. I can feel it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I understand that we need the Duraframe assets for Hellfire armor, but... No, sir. Yes, sir. I understand, sir. I'll tell the team to start disassembling the ED series prototypes right away. Eddie, you little rascal, were you eavesdropping again? I think those videos you watch are a bad influence on you. How much of that did you hear? Didn't Dr. Grant say she'd upgraded your navigational systems? I think I have an idea. How'd you like to be just like Ralphie?
No, I don't want to listen to human mating calls. What's in front? Oh. Apparently, that. Ow. What is ahead of me? Marked men. Is it more death claws? If it's more death claws, I want to stay out of the way. Oh, I'm not going to be able to reach him from there. What, I'm out of rockets? Come back over here, you coward. I'm not afraid of you. The marked perk? Yeah, no, he was really taking it, eh? Now, what is this? Marked. Oh, sweet. So that's what it does. Yeah. Okay, items. I need to drop something. Oh, it's a chainsaw. Right. Well, I don't use the chainsaw. But I want his helmet. Gimme. Wait. Ooh, that's a lot of weight for something that doesn't give me as much armor as what I'm currently wearing. And we want super steam. Alright, buddy, come here. Thank you, sheesh. Oh, really? I'm out of ammo for that as well? Shit, I'm not gonna have anything to be able to use. Holy heck. That was a lot of ammunition spent just there. That was... Whew, that was a lot. Let's exit. Alright, I think this was just a little detour, but I'll have a quick scout around, see if there's anything left behind. Oh, there is something. So tell me, what do you have to give me? Flame of fuel, nice. And I think I've already got one of those, so let's exit there. Rat away, Rat X. Wait, did I just pick up something? Flashbangs. Alright. They can go away. And we can go to aid. Stimpack. Ah, yeah, whilst that's going on, I'd lose some strength. That's why I'm not being able to carry as much. Anyway, moving on. Hey! Yeah. I enjoy the Shadowrun games. On a Monday night, my time, I've just finished Bioshock 1 and I've played Bioshock 2. Or I've started Bioshock 2. And on Sundays, I play Age of Mythology, the extended edition. just for a bit of variety. So I do a bit of this and a bit of that. Industrial hand. There is one game that I want to play, but I can't seem to find what I need to get it to run. It's called Gotcha Force, and it's on the GameCube. Think of it like Pokemon, but instead of having 6 slots, you have a series of points, and each, say, Pokemon has different points to them. And it's literally toys fighting one another. So you could literally play as transforming robots, ninjas, angels, even sky fortresses. Alright. So that probably was a bad thing.
Good. You're back online. Listen to me, Eddie. If you stay here, they'll dismantle you for parts. You have to go now. I've uploaded destination coordinates for our outpost in Navarro into your system. I want you to go to the Enclave there, okay? Do you understand me? It's gonna be a long journey, my little friend.
I believe so.
You'll have to fly very far. Fly very fast.
I mean, the graphics for the game aren't very, well, good, but the game and what you can do in it
Careful out there.
is quite cool, which is what I enjoy.
I'll see you again someday.
With it, instead of you moving around the map, you choose what location you go to, and then you fight there. So it's a very simplistic, very simplistic system, but I love what you can do. You can mishmash however you want. Well, for me, it was a lot of fun. Whoops. Flamethrower, please. Let's start the descent. Let us heal, because I really need it. Ow. Sod off. Be gone. Thank you, be gone. Any more? Nope. So we should be fine here. Thank you. Ashton missile silo. Weapons repair kit. That is great. Anything special in these buildings? I don't think so.
Hopeville, High Road, Ashton, tiny cracks in the earth, nothing compared to the road carved ahead. Before you, this is the edge of the divide. Ahead lies your work, the history you burned in the earth, what you brought to the people here. You delivered a package, had markings that matched those in the divide. Not all, but enough. Military markings from someplace the bear had savaged in the west. Maybe seeing those markings on it reminded you of home, made you carry it. It was a device, a detonator, one I'd never seen before, or heard before. You carried that thing to the divide. I know because I followed you as you walked the road, watched you do it. You brought it here, to the community you built, and you are responsible for what happened after, when the device opened, started to speak. When it did, the divide answered back. Those missiles you've seen, buried in their silos. They exploded beneath the ground, cracked the landscape. Sand, ash, the dead. The divide skies became a graveyard. Should have died there, but now that I know you live, the machines here saved me. I was the only survivor, or thought I was. Your package, the message inside, awoke medical machines.
So, what are my thoughts on Ulysses as a character? I find him really fascinating, to be honest, because he speaks way differently to the way other people do in this game.
Never roam beyond it. Can't even leave the silos without a human shadow.
I just like this particular character, Ulysses. He's just so different to the ones that you meet everywhere else.
History saved me. A sign. Not the name I'd give it. Not the name the dead would give it. Soldiers of the bear died here. Legion died too. My brothers, still dying. Both of them, all around us. None of the people that lived here survived. Yet all of the West and the East, they hold on as the divide tears at them. Revenge isn't the message I have for you. More than that, courier. Machinery, simple on the outside, computer parts. Inside, more complicated. Was the only time I'd heard a machine speak in the divide. The only machine with a voice. I've walked the east. You've walked the west. More than I have. Circle Junction, Reno, Vault City. Word of you at Fort Ardash. Fort abandoned. Even further west than that. Brahmin drives on the big circle. Whatever you saw out there wasn't enough to make you stay. Maybe the markings on the package reminded you of the road home. If you had been there when it happened, if you had seen the divide break, you would know it. You carry death wherever you go. If the Mojave doesn't know it yet, it will. What happened here can happen again. You already proved it. What you did in Ashton, the silo there. Didn't stop you though. Like carrying the chip to Vegas. Old world death in your hand. Pieces of the old world like that just need someone careless enough to take them where they need to go to do their killing. All these roads that you walked, these packages that you carried, think it wasn't your choice? Of course, it was your choice. You could have stayed in the Mojave, but you chose to come, couldn't let be, not in you to let go. Came for no other reason than you were curious, restless, always have been. Had to know the why of it. Now I'll show you. Want to hear the answer of it? Not just history's answer. Your answer for what happened here. Accident. Ignorance is a choice. The chip, a choice. As for anger, it is what I carry for the dead and all that come here. The soldiers of the bear, they were dead already. Their symbol, diseased. Deserved to die as my brothers did at Boulder City. Mines, bombs. I carry nothing for them. Their deaths here were a mercy compared to the ones that still walk the divide. My family, my tribe lives. Its history died long ago, fell under the shadow of the bull, consumed by another symbol. No, this isn't about family or any common blood. It's blood shared by acts, not by chance. The supply line, the artery for the West. I have seen the blood of NCR at Legion hands many times. I carry no hatred for duty, if that's what this was. The divide was more than that. Its people more than that. The community that was once here, and the package you brought, both had markings of the divide, markings of America. You've seen the marks, the symbol, as early as the Hopeville silo, maybe. Carried it etched on your weapons. The divide, its buildings, its people, were built around those same markings, surrounded them here. Markings like the flag on my back when I followed a Euro road to the divide those years ago. I saw the symbol I wore all around me. An old world symbol, strong to survive here. Its people strong. Outlast the bear, outlast the bull. Promise of something better. Kaiser was right to want it dead. NCR was right to want to rake their claws in it. Seeing it changed me. Just as seeing Hoover Dam changed Kaiser and the NCR. Seeing it end changed me too. There was hope here, another chance, a new nation stirring to life, a place I could have set my flag. Not the America of old, but something larger than the tribes of the East, something larger than the houses of the West, something better. The divide could have bridged both, like Hoover Dam. Now, like the dam, it's too covered in blood to see what it could have been. You gave life life to this place. I followed your road here, saw the divide. You led me here so that I could see. Then you brought it to an end. My history isn't revenge or hate. The road that brought us both here isn't about that. It's about the message you carried, the one in that package, whether you knew it or not. The message that one can kill a nation, can kill a symbol, and all that gather beneath its flag. I don't blame you for the divide. I blame you for what you made me see. Now you will see what you brought to the Mojave, and that will be my message to you. The nations of the Mojave, cracked and broken as the divide, its people the same. I have walked at Caesar's command across the east into the west, far enough to know Caesar's word did not drive me, far enough to see the end. You've seen it. No courier, whatever their flag, can ignore it. Why you didn't stay in the west, why you wandered. There's no future in the bear or bull. The bear is diseased, barely clings to life. And the bull, when the legion reaches the sea, it will turn on itself and die. Killing one will end both, and you made me see how one could do it. Your ignorance, carelessness, can be used with a purpose. Really, who's to say the truth of it? You? No. You walked from this, turned your back on it. Now you and others will answer for it. I'll start with the West. Let that burn. Then, if the East falters after, I'll bring the divide there as well. Burn away the flags. Begin again. Your road's not done. Haven't walked it full yet. Not nearly enough. The way ahead and below leads to the heart of the divide. And there, you and I, we'll have an ending to things. At the end of the divide, through the trenches and wreckage, that's where you'll find me. My new home, here, amongst dead men. You and that machine. Keep your eyes on the tower that cuts the horizon. You'll find your way. Made it this far. Not much farther to go.
Gotta see how much of this I can do. Nearly went overboard there. Laser detonator. Now, I'm fairly certain there's more of these warheads around here somewhere. A log and a wall safe. Damn it. Damn it. There we are. Alright, so... Ooh. Oh, shivers. Nearly fell off there. The divide. Any other warheads? I think there's some of the walls in some of these places. Ah, there's the other one. Laser detonator. Oop. Let's get ourselves... Crap. Now, if I remember correctly, there is something up here. Well, you gotta go through a tunnel. Third Street. Travel. Traded? There we are. Ah, here's another one. Beam weapons by 5%. Eddie also gains 5 plus 5 damage while he is in your companion. Nice! I think that was the only thing that was here. But I'm definitely aware that there is another way to go up. And there's some more equipment there. Just need to find it. Not exactly the most exciting thing, but oh well. Any other detonators, warheads anywhere? Didn't see any. Yes, I'm familiar with this part. No, I need this. Alrighty. So we got that. Come on. Come on out. So that penguin can purge. Looks like they're not gonna let me purge. Oh, look, it's wonderful. Seems they're all minding. Ooh. Time for you to come out. Huh. Somehow I was expecting a bit more. Alright, let's get ourselves a bit of a touch-up.
Next week on Ralphie the Robot's Incredible Odyssey.
Ralphie, hurry! If mean old General Winters catches you, you'll never make it home! No! Ralphie, fly far, fly fast!
Tune in next Saturday for the exciting conclusion. Only on Vault-Tec Channel 9.
Eddie? What are you doing in here all alone? And who left these old videos playing? Come on, let's get you into your recharge bay. We've got a big day tomorrow.
Alrighty. So, what is our next big plan?
Thought that explosion, that building falling deep in the divide, might have been your work. Wouldn't kill you. Maybe close. Knew you'd survive, but no need to go any farther. You've brought me what I need. That machine with you, sealed in the Hopeville silo. Needed someone to unlock it, bring it home. Now the signal's strong enough. No need for you to carry it anymore. I can call your machine to me. You gave it a name. What was it to you? Companion, slave, weapon, all of that. Nothing compared to its primary function. It's a messenger, like us, and it shares our history. If you feel its loss, remember, you could have turned away at any time, gone back home, and none of this would have happened. But you had to make one last delivery, and that's why I knew you'd come, courier. Couldn't stay away. It's who you are. The machine you brought is mine now. It's coming home. I'll reduce it to parts, just enough to function, to be aware of what's happening. What's inside that machine? That's all that mattered. All the machines here, made of wreckage from the divide, and all that was brought here. Inside its frame, it carries the message you brought here, and it'll do what it was programmed to do. Whatever it can to get home. The giants here will listen to it. I'll bring the divide to your home, your nation. Let its flag burn, just like you let the divide burn. Big Mountain Access Code, Ulysses. Command override. Navarro.
Ass! Give me back my machine! That was mine. That doesn't look nice. Alrighty. So I guess I'll save it there. How long have I been on for? 2 hours. Excellent. That's usually how long I'd like to stream for. We shall quit. Alrighty. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this Dream Penguin likes to thank you all for joining me here. I very much appreciate you guys joining me here today. This Dream Penguin wishes you all the good season and all the plushy hugs you could ever need. Until next time, you enjoy yourselves. Bye bye.